Just over the border from Guatemala in Honduras is a town called Copán Ruinas, and I wanted to visit it because my brother had been there to visit his friend who was working there teaching English a few years ago, and I kicked off my little trip there with a horse riding day. I met a friend from the hostel and we decided to just go and explore the Mayan Chorti villages on horseback, and it was actually really fun. I haven't done it in ages. My butt hurt a lot by the end of it, but we really enjoyed ourselves and yeah, we had a great time. So after I went horse riding in the morning, I headed to a popular pupusa restaurant in Copán Ruinas. I couldn't resist getting myself a watermelon juice because that's my favourite drink. And then I got invited to the Macaw mountain bird park by a really nice group of Guatemalan girls that invited me to spend the rest of the afternoon with them. This is essentially a bird sanctuary for mainly parrots and macaws. There's also toucans and other kinds of birds, but the aim is to eventually reintroduce them into the world once they're healthy and comfortable enough. And it's actually really cool to see all these different bird species and get up close with them and actually have a little chat with them as well. Hola! 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 After that, they invited me to some hot springs, really generously paid for my entrance, and we had a nice evening there just chilling in the hot water, relaxing and enjoying each other's company, having a chat. It was really cute. It was so nice of them to give me a ride there as well. It's called Aguas Calientes, it's a little bit far out. And then after that, they took me for dinner, a typical Honduran/Guatemalan dinner with tortillas, caldo de pollo, like a chicken soup, rice, beans, cream, cheese, everything. And then off to a club that was actually pretty crap, but funny for the experience. The worst thing about this whole part of the trip was the mosquito bites. They ate me alive. My leg was burning with pain, but on to the next thing. The main reason I was actually here was to visit the Copán Ruinas archaeological site. It's kind of like one of the last major Mayan ruins that you find coming south from Mexico, and it's really cool because it has a lot of detail in the different carvings and stones that you don't see a lot at other Mayan archaeological sites. So I was really focusing on looking at all the details of the stones here. And like any other Mayan archaeological site, it's pretty easy to spend a few hours walking around and just taking everything in. The only thing that I really would recommend if you come here is wearing insect repellent, because I got attacked by the little midges there. My leg was bleeding. Yeah, I think Honduras was not a great place in terms of my relationship with mosquitoes and insects. So that would be my one big piece of advice. And last but not least, I had to try a local delicacy called a Baleada, which is essentially a wrap with meat inside it. A little bit different to a tortilla, it's more like a thin crepe kind of style, but it was actually delicious, and a really kind local man bought my dinner for me, so that was very nice of him. I really was overwhelmed by the generosity of the locals here. I really felt like they were looking after me, and it was something nice to reflect on while I ended my trip in Honduras in the tea and chocolate place, and I enjoyed a nice cup of chocolate tea before I headed off to my next stop in El Salvador.